Okay, real quick, before you do anything else today, go grab your wallet. Go check that coin jar on your counter. Go look through whatever loose change you have sitting around your house right now, because there is a specific dollar coin, a coin that most Americans have thrown in a jar, spent at a vending machine, or tossed away without a second thought, that is worth thousands of dollars. Not hundreds, thousands. And the reason it is worth so much money is one of the most controversial mistakes the United States government has ever made on a coin. They forgot God. I am serious. The United States Mint released a dollar coin in 2007 that was missing the words "In God We Trust" on an American coin, a coin that has carried that motto since 1864. Just gone. Missing. Forgotten. Americans were furious. Congress got involved. The story made national news, and the coins that escaped into circulation before anyone noticed, those are now worth thousands of dollars to collectors who know what they are looking for. And here is the wild part. These coins look almost identical to a regular 2007 presidential dollar. Almost, but not quite. And today I am going to show you exactly how to tell the difference. Stay with me, because what I am about to show you could literally be sitting in your pocket right now. Hey, welcome back. And if you are new here, you picked an incredible day to find this channel. So look, most Americans know that the United States Mint occasionally makes mistakes. Wrong metal, wrong size, wrong design. These errors happen, and when they do, they create coins that collectors go absolutely crazy for. But the 2007 Godless Presidential Dollar is different from almost every other error in American coinage history, because this was not a random mechanical mistake. This was a systematic error. Multiple coins, multiple rows, thousands of coins released into American circulation before anybody caught it. And the story behind how it happened and what the government did when they found out is one of the most fascinating chapters in modern American numismatic history. Today we are covering everything, the full story, why it happened, how to identify one, what they are worth right now, and where Americans have actually found them. Quick favor, hit subscribe and smash that like button. It helps this channel reach more Americans who deserve to know about opportunities like this one. Okay, let us get into it. And remember, I promised you something at the beginning of this video. How to tell if you have a godless dollar. We are getting there. Stay with me. Alright, here's the story. And honestly, the more I tell this story, the more I love it. 2007. The United States Mint launches the Presidential Dollar Program, brand new coin series. The idea is to honor every American president on a dollar coin, releasing for new designs every year. Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, one by one. The Mint is excited. This is a major new program. Now here is something important to understand about the presidential dollar design. The designers made a bold artistic choice. Instead of putting the traditional inscriptions on the front and back of the coin, like every other American coin in history, they decided to put them on the edge, the rim, the side of the coin. "In God We Trust," "E pluribus unum," the year, the mint mark, all on the edge. It was a cool design idea, modern, different, and it worked perfectly on most coins. Except, and this is where it goes wrong, at some point in the production process, coins started going through the striking process without going through the edge lettering step. The machines that applied the edge inscriptions were either skipped, malfunctioned, or the coins bypassed them entirely. And the result? Dollar coins with perfectly normal fronts and backs, but completely smooth edges. No "In God We Trust," no "E pluribus unum," nothing. Blank edges on an American coin. When the first ones surfaced in circulation, Americans noticed immediately, because Americans look at their coins. And when you look at the edge of a presidential dollar and see nothing where the words should be, you know something is wrong. The story hit the news. Congress members received complaints from constituents. Religious groups were outraged. The Mint investigated, and the conclusion was undeniable. Thousands of godless dollars had escaped into circulation before the error was caught. Now here is the part that makes coin collectors smile. Those coins, already in American pockets and coin jars across the country, already spent, already traded, already mixed in with billions of other coins, in the greatest treasure hunt in modern American numismatic history. Okay, this is the moment you have been waiting for. How do you actually identify a godless presidential dollar? And I want to be very specific here, because this is where people make mistakes. So pay close attention. Step 1. Find a 2007 presidential dollar. These are the George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, or James Madison dollars. They are golden colored, about the same size as a Sacagawea dollar, and they have a portrait of the president on the front. Step 2. Look at the front of the coin. On a normal presidential dollar, you will see the president's portrait, his name, the inscription 43rd president, or whatever number he was, and the years he served. That is it. No "In God We Trust" on the front. No "E pluribus unum," because remember, on a normal coin, those are on the edge. Step 3. Now, and this is the critical step, hold the coin sideways and look at the edge. Roll it between your fingers slowly. Look at the rim. On a normal 2007 presidential dollar, you will see lettering on the edge. In God we trust. E pluribus unum. The date. The mint mark. Small but visible. You can feel it with your fingernail. On a Godless dollar? Nothing. Completely smooth. Like a blank collar. No lettering whatsoever on the edge. That is it. That is the test. Smooth edge equals Godless dollar equals potentially thousands of dollars. Step 4. Check which president is on the coin. The most valuable Godless dollars are the George Washington variety, the very first coin in the presidential dollar series. Because it was the first coin struck in 2007, the production problems happened early in Washington. Godless dollars are the most documented and most sought after by American collectors. Step 5. Once you think you have found one, stop. Do not clean it. Do not rub it. Do not show it to 10 people who are all going to handle it with their bare hands. Get it into a coin flip or a soft holder immediately on contact PCs or NGC for authentication. Because a genuine Godless presidential dollar in nice and circulated condition can be worth thousands of dollars, and improper handling can reduce that value significantly. Right, so now the question every American watching this video wants answered. How many of these are out there, and what are they actually worth? Let me give you the real numbers, because I want you to understand exactly what you might be holding if you find one. The estimates on how many Godless dollars entered circulation vary. The United States Mint acknowledged the error, but was not exactly forthcoming with exact production numbers. Based on what has been documented by PCs, NGC, and the broader numismatic community, the estimates range from tens of thousands to possibly over 100,000 coins for the Washington variety alone. Now that sounds like a lot, but think about it this way. There are 330 million Americans and billions of dollar coins in circulation. The chances of pulling a Godless dollar out of a random roll of coins is still very small. Small enough that when someone finds one, it is genuinely exciting. Now what are they worth? This is where it gets interesting, and I want you to pay close attention because condition matters enormously here. A Godless Washington dollar, in average circulated condition, found in pocket change, a little worn, been through a few vending machines, is worth somewhere in the range of $50 to a few $100s. Still a great find. A Godless Washington dollar in mint state condition, uncirculated, original surfaces, never been spent, certified by PCs or NGC in the higher mint state grades, is worth significantly more. We are talking anywhere from $500 to several $1,000s for top grade certified examples. And here is the thing that keeps driving the value higher. Every year, more of these coins disappear permanently. Spent, lost, thrown away by people who do not know what they have. The available supply shrinks. The demand from American-era coin collectors grows. The trajectory is one direction, up, always up. Okay, now the practical question. Where have Americans actually found Godless dollars? Because this is what tells you where to look. Bank rolls. This is the #1 source for Godless dollar finds across America. Coin roll hunters. Americans who buy rolls of dollar coins from their bank and go through them one by one have found Godless dollars consistently since 2007. If you ask your bank for rolls of presidential dollars and sit down with a magnifying glass and a patient afternoon, you have a real chance. Pocket change. Yes, really. Multiple Americans have found Godless dollars just by looking at the change they received at a store, a casino, a toll booth. Most Americans never look at the edges of their coins. The ones who do find treasure. Coin jars. You know that jar on your counter or in your closet or under your bed where you throw loose change? Go check it right now after this video. Look at every dollar coin in there, uncheck the edge. This takes 5 minutes and could genuinely change your day. Vending machine change. Dollar coins circulate heavily through vending machines, laundromats, parking meters. Change that comes back from these machines is worth checking. Estate sales and inherited collections. When American families go through the coins left behind by a relative, they frequently find dollar coins mixed in. Most families have no idea what they are looking at. The person who knows about Godless dollars and checks those inherited coins has a genuine advantage. And here is something that will blow your mind. Some Godless dollars have been found in an open mint set rolls purchased directly from the United States Mint, which means there could theoretically be sealed rolls out there right now with Godless dollars inside. Never been opened. Never been checked. Go check your collections. Check the coin rolls. Check everything. Now here is the part of this video that most channels never cover. And I want you to stay with me here because this information is genuinely valuable. The Godless dollar is the most famous presidential dollar era, but it is not the only one. And knowing about the others means you might find something valuable that everyone else walks right past. The double-edge lettering error. Some presidential dollars went through the edge lettering process twice. The result is doubled, overlapping inscriptions on the edge that look jumbled and wrong. These are rarer than the missing edge lettering errors and command serious premiums from American era coin collectors. The upside-down edge lettering error. The lettering on presidential dollar edges can appear either right side up or upside down relative to the obverse. This is actually intentional and both orientations are normal. But misoriented lettering that does not match the standard for that issue is worth a premium. The wrong president error. Extremely rare. But cases have been documented where dies were mixed and a coin ended up with mismatched elements. If you ever find a presidential dollar where something about the design just looks wrong portrait, wrong inscriptions for that president, pay very close attention. Broad strikes and off-center strikes. Like all coins, presidential dollars occasional, you escape quality control with dramatic striking errors. A presidential dollar that is significantly off-center where the design is shifted to one side and you can see a blank area can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on the degree of error and the condition. The point is this: when you are going through your dollar coins looking for godless dollars, keep your eyes open for anything that looks wrong. Because wrong in the world of American era coins almost always means valuable. Alright, let us say you find one. You check the edge. Smooth. No, in God we trust. Your heart is racing. You think you have got a godless dollar. What do you do next? Step 1. Do not panic and do not do anything hasty. I know it is exciting, but the decisions you make in the next few hours will determine how much money you actually get for this coin. Step 2. Authentication first. Contact PCs or NGC immediately. Both services accept submissions from individuals and both have submission options at various price points. Getting a genuine godless dollar authenticated and graded by one of these services is the single most important thing you can do to maximize its value. An authenticated, graded coin in a PCs or NGC holder is worth dramatically more than the same coin raw and unverified. Step 3. Do not take it to a pawn shop. I cannot stress this enough. Pawn shops buy coins for a fraction of their actual value. The person behind the counter almost certainly does not know what a godless dollar is worth in the current market. You will leave with far less than the coin is worth. Step 4. Once it is certified, consider the major American auction houses. Heritage Auctions in Dallas, Texas is the largest numismatic auction house in the world and regularly sells error coins like the godless dollar to competitive bidders. Stack's Bowers is another excellent option. Competitive bidding at a major auction almost always produces the best results for rare error coins. Step 5. Be patient. Do not rush the sale. The market for godless dollars is strong and getting stronger. A certified coin in a proper holder can sit in your safe for 6 months while you wait for the right auction and come out worth more than it was when you put it in. Patience plus knowledge equals maximum value. That is the formula for American era coin investing. I want to take 60 seconds here to talk about why the godless dollar matters beyond just the dollar value. Because I think this coin represents something important about American numismatics. The motto "In God We Trust" has been on American coins since 1864. It survived to world wars, the Great Depression, the Cold War, and every economic crisis this country has ever faced. It is one of the most recognizable phrases in American culture. It is literally written into the fabric of American identity. When it disappeared from a coin in 2007, even accidentally Americans noticed immediately. Because Americans look at their coins. Americans care about their coins. Americans understand that their coins carry history and meaning that goes beyond their face value. That reaction, that national conversation about a missing motto on a dollar coin, is exactly what makes the godless dollar so collectible. It is not just an error. It is a piece of American cultural history. A coin that captures a moment when the nation looked at its own currency and said, something is missing here. And that story, that context, that meaning, it adds value to this coin that goes far beyond the simple calculation of rarity times demand. The godless dollar is an American story, and American collectors are willing to pay serious money to own a piece of it. Alright, let us bring this home. The 2007 Godless Presidential Dollar is one of the most fascinating, unvaluable error coins in modern American numismatic history. A coin that should have had "In God We Trust" on its edge. A coin that somehow escaped the United States Mint without it. A coin that caused a national conversation and now commands thousands of dollars from American collectors and investors. It has been found in bank rolls, in coin jars, in pocket change, in inherited collections, in vending machine change, all across America by ordinary Americans who knew what to look for. Now you know what to look for too. Check the edge of every 2007 presidential dollar you come across. Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, all 4 of them. Smooth edge equals potentially thousands of dollars. It is that simple. If this video helped you, and I truly hope it did, please give it a thumbs up right now. It helps this channel reach more Americans who deserve to know about opportunities like this one. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Drop a comment below. Tell me, are you going to go check your coin jar right now? Have you ever found an error coin before? I read every single comment and I love hearing from this community. Until next time, check your change. Check those coin jars. And may the next dollar coin you pick up be worth a whole lot more than $1. See you in the next video.